Hello. Today I'm going to talk about how to test the Jackrabbit Relay server. Quite often things break, and trying to figure out where they broke can be very difficult. It could be TradingView, it could be something in Relay itself, or it could be your exchange, or a combination thereof, or simply something to do with the internet. While I'm at it, I might as well throw in half a dozen different other factors that may or may not exist at the same time. Because unfortunately, oftentimes, there's just no way of knowing where the problem is when you first start looking for it. Jackrabbit Relay has the mechanisms necessary for testing and analyzing each component of the system so that you can try to figure out where the problem is. If it's not directly related to Relay itself, there's not much I would be able to do about it as its author. But if it is a bug in Relay, having that information means I can look for and fix the problem. What you're looking at is a simple process that does nothing but generate signals once every candle. Red candles generate buy signals. Green candles generate sell signals. That's all this script does. And here is the code for this script. Now I have included this code already in the Jackrabbit Relay Extras folder. So you can simply copy and paste it into TradingView to get this information. All it does is buy whenever your opening price is greater than your closing price, or what looks like a red candle on the screen. A sell signal is generated whenever the closing price is greater than the opening price, or a green candle on your screen. The mechanisms for the alerts, and then simply plotting the markers on the chart. Adding this script to your chart will give you this information. Now I've already created a couple of test alerts. This must be a Jackrabbit Relay message. And as you can see, the actual exchange is tester. This is the module that gets loaded to determine and log this information. So let's go through and actually look at the alert. Now, you'll see I am running an unusual webhook. I run Apache on my web server, and I don't want Relay exposed to the internet. So this module simply receives the information through Apache and passes it to my Relay server. It too is also in the extras folder. Here is the message. Standard Jackrabbit Relay message. I have one for buy and one for sell. So I can test both sides of the framework. These messages go off once per minute. So I can actually sit and watch my server function. So now let's go to the VPS and actually take a look at the log itself. It's not what I want. Here we go. Okay, now you'll notice place order, tester, spot. You have to have this because all of the components of the message actually get placed in sequence to build what is necessary for the place order command. Now the tester place order is not very bright. All it does is simply log whatever message I sent and the time that it was sent. You could add closing price or whatever other information you'd like, as long as it is in proper JSON format. The testing framework is designed to analyze the server component core only. This tells me the server is running. It may not be perfect with the place order system, meaning there might be a bug in it. But knowing that this part is running tells me where to look if there is a problem, where I could begin testing the place order command for the exchange, as I've demonstrated in previous videos. As you can see, the command being sent is a buy here, and I've actually had this running for a while. So let's actually go through, and you can see how many minutes I've had this running, because I'm using the 1 minute candle. You can use whatever candle you'd like. You can also let this run perpetually as a canary system, so that whenever something goes wrong, this part of the system can be eliminated as the cause, meaning your server is receiving the commands. So let's go into the GitHub folder and talk about the additions. First, let's go to the extras folder. As I said, the Apache Relay pass-through mechanism, which I will simply load the code so you can see it. This is very simple. This one line, though, you must change to reflect your running Jackrabbit Relay server, your IP address, and your port. Doing so lets you bury Relay underneath of Apache. As you can see, this is it. It simply receives the message from TradingView and cleans it up, prepares the header, and sends it to Jackrabbit Relay. Now, even though it collects the response, I do not return the response to TradingView. That would be the log message that you see, or the response from Relay of what happened. TradingView does not need to know your business. So this is it here, nice and simple. And now, of course, here is the Pine script I described. Short, sweet, and simple as well. You just copy and paste this into your Pine editor and name it tester. And then you just simply set your alerts up as I've shown you in my own TradingView. From there, you will actually be able to see the server function. And from that, let's actually go look into the logging system. Actually, one more thing first. Tester.spot. Here is the whole premise of the test module. All it does is receive the message and log the message. That's it. So now let's go to my working version of Jackrabbit, and you'll see place order tester.spot. And it is exactly what I just demonstrated out of the GitHub folder. You will probably need to copy this in manually, as I have not yet set an automated process, because this will most likely be overwritten and modified in the future. And I don't want to damage a file that is not necessarily what I provided to begin with. Now let's go to the log files. Here is the tester log file. This is what you will see, and of course all of the entries that are stored within the log file. Before I wrap this video up, I have made several modifications and corrected a few bugs. So this update will also install those as well. I came across a bug within the spot module only that did not close out positions entirely. That should now be fixed. You'll also notice within the Jackrabbit Relay GitHub page that I now have the issues section up and running. So if there is an issue like Binance, then it can be updated here as well as the support server. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions about Relay, or if you run into any bugs or think you ran into a bug, because chances are you probably have. Like, subscribe if you already aren't, and share this video with someone if you know they're having a problem with Relay and haven't quite gotten to it yet. Until next time.